As the situation in Iraq intensifies, both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and our External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj are personally monitoring every single thing that happens there. We're going to get you a ground report by our affiliate Al Jazeera, who has the largest network of journalists in the war-torn country. Take a look at this report.
Barack Obama won the White House partially because he opposed the war in Iraq. 6 years after taking office, President Obama is sending U.S. troops back to a country which is fighting a Sunni rebellion led by the group known as ISIL. Obama says 300 advisors will help the Iraqi military gather and analyze intelligence. What's off the table for now, U.S. airstrikes. Obama insisted this is not a combat mission. The administration has accused Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki of stoking sectarian tensions by favoring majority Shia interests over those of the country's minority Sunni population. Obama called on him again to rule inclusively. As for a strategic alliance with Iran to help defuse the crisis, the administration says it's not looking for one. An Iraq War veteran who is now a member of Congress says the president needs to do more. In 2011, U.S. troops told Al Jazeera they thought Iraqi forces had the skills to defend their country by themselves. But now the U.S. is going back. It's something candidate Obama never planned to have on his agenda. Rosalind Jordan, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Well, here in India, we're tracking this story very closely. It's a top priority story for us here on First Up and on Headlines today. We're taking you live now to the two locations that are really at the heart of the despair pertaining to the loved ones, their loved ones in Iraq, in Punjab and in Kerala. Hoshiarpur, my colleague, is Manaman Singh China, and in Kottayam, Kerala, Rohini Swami. Manaman, if I could come to you quickly first, are the families who met Sushma Swaraj, the External Affairs Minister, yesterday, keeping a close track of what's happening as far as the United States is concerned, the possibility of airstrikes, the possibility of this situation worsening? How are they keeping themselves up to date over what's happening in that place where their loved ones are being held captive?
Well, Shiv, these families are in touch with each other. We are in Hoshiarpur in a village, and this family is also in touch with those who have gone from Amritsar to New Delhi to meet the External Affairs Minister. So they are keeping a tab on the situation. They are watching the news. They know what President Barack Obama said in the news conference yesterday. So they are keeping a very close eye on the developments. We have with us the uncle of one of the youths who is captive in Iraq. आप सुबह से कोशिश कर रहे थे इराक में बात करने की. अभी तक आपकी क्या बातचीत हुई है वहाँ?
हम लोग सुबह से उसके साथ इराक में बात करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन फ़ोन की रिंग जा रही है और फ़ोन नहीं उठा रहे हैं. ना तो कंपनी का रबाब उठा रहा है, जहाँ जिसके साथ वो लड़के थे वो भी नहीं अभी तक उठा रहे हैं फ़ोन. हम लोग लगातार कोशिश कर रहे हैं वो हमारी बात हो जाए, हमारे बच्चों के साथ हमारी बात करवाएं वो लोग, क्योंकि वो लोग बोल रहे हैं हम आपके बच्चे सही है. जगह हमारे बच्चे सही हैं तो वो हमारी बात करवा दे बच्चे के साथ.
So you can see, Shiv, they are also calling people they know in Iraq. There are certain individuals who are available on phone and they are trying their best to find out what is happening there.
Right, we'd also like to go across to Rohini. Rohini, you've been in touch with the family of those nurses who are in fact stranded in Iraq, and their dilemma really is quite different. While these families are in touch with their loved ones in Iraq, does America stepping in give them any kind of sense of security? Does it really make a difference to them? Also, what is the government doing for these people at this point in time?
Well, they are in touch with their family members in Iraq, but also let me tell you that some of them have run out of charge, be it power charge on their phone or charge on their mobile phones in terms of calling cards. And that is why some of the families are not even being able to get in touch with them. That is creating panic amongst families. Let me tell you, when I've been talking to the nurses in Tikrit, because that's the worst affected area, they said that they have been provided food and they've been asked to keep it aside because there could be possibility they won't be able to bring more food to them. So that's the kind of situation that is brewing not just in Iraq, but in Tikrit, but also other parts of Iraq. Now let me also quickly put in a word in terms of the way the families are reacting. They're saying they've been watching the news closely, like Manaman also has been saying. They've been tracking the government development also and what is happening in the United States. But assurances is not what they need. They want to see their family in front of them. They want to hear the fact that they're flying in from Iraq to India safely.
That's precisely the question that we're going to ask. Does the Modi government have a comprehensive plan? Rohini and Manaman are in the two places most affected because most of the people who are either kidnapped or working in Iraq are from Kerala and Punjab. But make no mistake, this is a pan-India story. This is a story that concerns all of us because it's our citizens who are there in Iraq right now, and their safety is of importance and cruciality to all of us. Thanks very much, Rohini and Manaman, for joining us on this extremely important story here on Headlines Today. Well, Indians who've managed to return from Iraq recount the horror there. This isn't something that is somebody's imagination. It's a real war zone. The people who are there are in real danger.
And they're not in the targeting line.
Yeah.
They're not in the firing line, but they're just collateral damage in a
Absolutely.
war-torn zone. Here's what they had to say.
डरे नहीं हम लोग जैसे बगदाद में ना कभी 60 किलोमीटर दूरी नहीं है अभी वो लोग कौन लोग जो आतंकवादी है ना इसी टाइम भी अभी बगदाद में हमला कर
बात बहुत मुश्किल है। हम पहले से ही सोच लिया था हम
डर है
अपने गाँव जाएंगे। हम 1 महीना पहले बैठ के 25 आदमी 25-30 आदमी अभी कंपनी में बैठे हुए हैं।